Menisaidia kuzalisha chakula. Si mnajua kulikuwa na watu walikuwa wananisumbua kule Nairobi kwa street na kipuria kwa kichwa. Siku hizi wameondoka kwa...
Ladies and gentlemen, the video clips that we have begun with, that was a statement that was made by the President of the Republic of Kenya, President William Ruto, yesterday while he was in NAKURU. And in the said statement, there is a certain thing that we have all taken out of the said video. That William Ruto saying, wale walikuwa wakinisumbua kwa barabara na sufuria sasa wameondoka. Now, many might say we are taking things out of context. Many might say we are saying that William Ruto he was talking about something else and not the death of Right Honorable Railas. But allow me to take you back a bit about a month or two ago, when the death of the father to the majority leader in parliament, Kimani Ichung'wah, happened. And people were mourning with Kimani Ichung'wah. And Gathoni Mushomba went to mourn with Kimani Ichung'wah. Now, Kimani Ichung'wah, while speaking about Gathoni Mushomba during Gathoni's visit, he made a confession that Gathoni Mushomba is the person that feeds us intel on what is currently happening within what? Within the United Opposition. She is our mole within the United Opposition. Many might say that Gathoni has defense over what Kimani said. Or Kimani didn't actually mean that Gathoni Mushomba is their spy. But allow me to tell you one thing. God works in miraculous ways. God works in miraculous ways. The death of Raila Odinga has been a death that has been surrounded by a lot of controversies. The other day, the toxicology report of the death of Raila Odinga was revealed online. It was leaked. And it revealed that Raila's postmortem report revealed that there were some certain substances that were found in his system. The resin poison. It was found in his system. We asked ourselves a lot of questions. But you know what? We stopped asking those questions because we want to give the family a time to mourn. After that, one blogger, Maverick Aoko, came with a story linking the death of Raila Odinga to the State House, where she claimed Raila was poisoned in Dubai through his favorite whiskey. Now that, you all pushed it away, saying that Aoko is a madman in search of relevance. But let me tell you one thing. Lisemwalo lipo, that is what Waswahili wanasema. Lisemwalo lipo nakaa lipo lijiani laja. And I tell you, whatever was said by Maverick Aoko, we can all attest to it right now. Why am I saying this? You know, William Ruto speaking the way he spoke, yes, he might have been speaking about something else. But you know, God works in miraculous ways. Remember, Balaam was sent in the Bible to go and say a curse on the children of Israel. But do you know what? When he reached at the time to curse the children of Israel, God confused him. Instead of saying a curse to the children of Israel, he instead blessed them. Tuko pamoja. So that is how God is working within the current regime of President William Ruto. They have defense of what they are saying. Let me remind you, the reason why we don't believe that Raila Odinga's death was just a mere coincidence or just a normal death. Raila's death was a loss to the state, a loss to the Republic of Kenya, a loss to the people of the Republic of Kenya, the loss of the father to the modern day Kenya, to the modern democracy, democratic Kenya. Tuko pamoja. So, telling us that Raila Odinga left a will for him to be buried within 72 hours, that is something that left us with a lot of questions that have never been answered till date. Remember, the death of Raila Odinga, the issue of 72 hours to be buried, It's not the first one. When the CDF, the Chief of Defense Forces, Francis Ogola, died in a plane crash last year, this was the highest, most ranked military officer who, during his reign as the CDF, while he served under Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, went ahead to oppose William Ruto's re-election as the President of the Republic of Kenya in 2022. So which means Ruto and the CDF had some issues. Tuko pamoja. When he died, Ruto told us that the son to Ogola had said or requested that he be buried within the first 72 hours. So we allowed that to slide. Ogola was buried within the first 72 hours. When it came to the issue of Raila Amolo Odinga, the same thing. And now, the same story that applied to Ogola applied to Raila's story. That alisema ameambia kijana wake Raila Jr. anataka kuzikwa within the first 72 hours. That is what they told us, by the way. That Ogola's son had been told by his father that if anything happens, he should be buried within the first 72 hours. And now, come to think of it. You know, madness happens in stages. There's the first stage of madness. Denial, acceptance, and then what have you. It is the same case of how God works. The first incident is, He will allow you to go ahead and say whatever you want, defend yourself in whatever aspect you're defending yourself in, and then, after some time, you will start contradicting yourself. And I dare say, this contradiction is something that we should take very seriously. William Ruto and his people have started contradicting themselves. You know, I told you that Balaam was sent to curse the children of Israel. Instead of cursing, he blessed them because God confused them. So that is the same confusion that is happening within the Kenya Kwanza administration and the broad-based government. Auko told us that the reason why they took out Raila Amolo Odinga is because he refused to fold his ODM party to merge it with the UDA party. And we also sense in that. But because we are a nation that always takes things lightly, tuna assume tu mambo ya pite, this is what now is currently happening to us. I dare say, hii maneno ya kutuambia Ruto, the president is speaking in public and making a statement that is in such a manner playing towards him incriminating himself in the death of Raila Amolo Odinga. That is God playing his role. It was even raining. Akakataa kuondoka hapo na kucut short his speech. He decided to address his people. The reason God allowed him to stay there is for him to tell us those things that he said. Msichukulie mzaha, ndugu zangu. Msichukulie mzaha maneno ya rais, ya kwamba wale waliokuwa wakipiga kelele katika mitaa wamebeba masufuria vichwani wamepata kuondoka. I tell you, time will predict us. Time will tell us the truth. Just wait and see. Before 2027, mtagundua ukweli kuhusu kifo cha Raila Amolo Odinga. Subscribe.